All right. Let's get up. What's happening, eh? I decided we're going to do a Sunday morning pregame show to talk about this game coming up. I got some thoughts. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, this live stream, please hit that like button as you come in. Hit that notification bell. Please subscribe. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. And yes, we are live. Now, let's talk facts. I decided this morning we would go ahead and get us a pregame show. Because the Cowboys play at 3, I'll still be at church, of course. And so I want to go ahead and get us something going, something for us to chew on until the game begins. So I'm going back to a format I had last year, and we're going to do the storylines and all of that thing, all of those things that's coming up in the game. So got a lot of great things going on this morning. So, man, it's a great morning to not only go worship the Lord, but it's a great day to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. Let's go. All right. Let's get this show started, man. I only got about an hour. I do have to go put on my super suit. So let me get a quick roll call. It ain't many of y'all in here. It's all right. It don't matter. If it's 5 or 5,000, we're talking Cowboys this morning. Everybody else can catch it on the replay. It'll be about an hour show, so people will be able to digest it. Let's roll. Good morning. What's going on, A-Dot? What's happening? Yeah, we about to talk to Cowboys. Good morning, Lord Nova. 85. What's going on? Devin Mills. You know it. It's time to get this thing started. Good morning on a Sunday morning. Douglas Harrison, let's go. What's going on, Shaw? Man, up early. Man, I hadn't even been asleep yet. Aaron Lopez, what's going on? He said, I love the show. My sister, Edge of the Rebel Chicks, the unofficial co-host. What's going on? Praise the Lord. Aztec Aguilar, he said, I just got back from a concert in downtown Los Angeles. Okay. He said, it's too early. It's never too early. Reese Money, what's going on? Yes, sir. Hey, we got to get that dub. We got to get that dub. Mac Man, what's going on? I feel a huge day from Pickens today, bro. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Chris Danzler, yes, sir. The grind don't stop, man. I got to get it in. Mark Davis, what's going on? All right, let's get this thing started, man. Like I said, I only have about an hour. So I want to get this thing rocking early. So let's do this Cowboys pregame show. And I want to start this out kind of with a question. You know, I'm starting to wonder. I'm really starting to wonder. Should we be giving Matt Eberflus the benefit of the doubt? Man, let me tell y'all something. Matt Eberflus right now. I talked about this a couple of days ago, and as I've thought about it now another couple of days, I want us to think about this. Brian Schottenheimer has, on the offensive side of the ball, Clayton Adams as his offense coordinator, also his run coordinator. Now let's get to the players. He has on the offensive side of the ball, top 5 quarterback in Dak Prescott. Best wide receiver in the league in CeeDee Lamb. Top 10 wide receiver in George Pickens. Jake Ferguson right now is the number 1 tight end in the league. Offensive line, pretty doggone good. Even though Cooper Beebe is hurt, we're going to talk about that. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, Ty Smith, Tyler Guyton, Terrence Steele. He has a Javonte Williams who was having a renaissance season. When you think about everything that Brian Schottenheimer has, well, no wonder the offense is humming. You got Kevontae Turpin. You got Brandon Aubrey kicking for you. Brian Schottenheimer is basically playing with a full deck. Meanwhile, let me get a couple more good mornings in here real quick. Good. Let's see here. We got up in here. Good morning, James Stewart. What's going on? Yes, sir. Good morning from Houston. Donald Nesmith, good morning. From Philadelphia, we will win today. Yes, sir. God bless you too, my brother. Yes, sir. From Philly. Well, we got prayers going up for you for sure. MacMan 617, Chris Newman again. Basil, what's going on? Good morning. Yeah. Sharp said, I'm watching Eberflus closely. Let's talk some more about it. Douglas Harrison, everybody, good morning again. Meanwhile, Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, starting from the defensive line. He's got Kenny Clark. He's got also Diggy Zua. That right there, great. Then when we look at the defensive ends, he's got a mixture of Houston, Ezraku, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams. Now we got Jadeveon Clowney. So along the defensive line, especially if he'll go ahead and play James Houston and give him more snaps, I think he'll be good to go. But when we start looking at the linebacking position, which I thought was the strongest position, we're talking about Jack Sanborn, we're talking about Murray Jr., and we're talking about Damone Clark, and then, of course, we got Maurice Leofau. I do not understand why we're not giving him more snaps. But then when we get to the back end, we got a banged-up Trayvon Diggs. Deron Bland is out. Zion Childress has been brought up. We got this dude Reddy in here playing. We got Triquez in here playing. We got Donovan Wilson on the back end and Malik Hooker on the back end. When you look at Matt Eberflus's defense, man, he don't have nowhere near what Brian Schottenheimer is working with. And I'm just wondering, should we kind of be giving this dude the benefit of the doubt? Because I'm telling you, man, this dude gonna have to put in some work. Let me read a couple of more of these these greetings. Joe Cap up in here. What up, Joe Cap? He said, G, you off the chain. He said, don't we have service this morning? And you know it. Yes, sir. And you know it. Yes, sir. To God be the glory. Dominique said, wait a minute, we live early in the morning. Yes, sir. Shout out to you too, my brother. Appreciate you rolling up in here this morning. Let me see. Angie said, if Diggs got to go, Wilson, Hooker, Sunburn, and Elam got to go first, in my opinion. Oh, man. Lisa, you riding for Diggs. I don't really know Diggs. I said this, and y'all are going to call me a prophet before it's over. I was never concerned about Diggs coming back early. The problem with Diggs is, can he stay healthy? Can Diggs stay healthy? I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. The Cowboys should have never revved up Trayvon Diggs the way that they did. You don't take a man from 27 snaps to 61 snaps or whatever he did. That was insanity. We'll see if he plays today. But I got a strange feeling. I have a strange feeling. This dude, Trayvon Diggs, is going to have nagging injuries all season long. Jason Simpson, man, come on now. You don't think Pickens is a top 10 wideout, man? I think Pickens is top 10. Now, you can put him at 10. I think he's top 10. I think he's a top 10 receiver, especially with the Cowboys. I think he's a top 10 receiver. But you can disagree on that. But George Pickens is an absolute monster. And we know he's a monster because if you look at what the first two teams we've played, what they have done, they have given this man respect like he's a number one wide receiver. They're bracketing this dude. They know he's absolutely dangerous. They know he's dangerous. No doubt about it. Revito said, did you notice our schedule is set up so we can beat good teams in the playoffs? Well, the teams that we're playing, if we win the majority of those games, we probably are going to win in the playoffs. There is no doubt about it. He's definitely going to play in the playoffs. Let me see. Angie said, not riding for him. Just know that he's legit the best we got in the defense. Whew, man. Angie, let me tell you something. If Trayvon Diggs is the best we got, we is in trouble. Because we don't know what we know right now about Diggs. We have yet to see pre-contract pre-injury Diggs. We've yet to see it. If Diggs is the best we got, boy, we really are in trouble. We really are in trouble. But saying all that to say this. So again, Angie, should we be giving Matt Eberflus the benefit of the doubt? Should we be giving him the benefit of the doubt? Because I'm telling you, this dude is working with, he's not working with a full deck. He's not working with a full deck. His defensive line is great. But I'm struggling with the rest of it. Now, I do think, and let's get into the show, because I do think that if he will stop being, I don't know if it's him being stubborn. I don't know if it's a plan between Brian, Matt Eberflus, Jerry, Stephen, and Will McClay. I don't know if it's some kind of plan of why will they not make adjustments? A few adjustments on this team and they could turn it around. A few adjustments based on the personnel and we could easily turn this thing around. Easily turn it around. All right, let's get into the slides. Let me show you what I'm working with today. All right. Let's get into this doggone preview show.
Yes! Here we go!
All right. So, I want to get into the storylines. Since we're talking about Matt Eberflus, I want to get into the storylines. Dominic Pittman, let me read what you said here. You said, I think we should give Diggs the benefit of the doubt. Now, I can't defend his immaturity, but as far as on the field play, it's not fair to him. But, see, Dominic Pittman, let me tell you something that Shannon Sharpe said. Shannon Sharpe says something that is very powerful. One, your best ability is availability. And that has been Trayvon Diggs' worst ability since he signed that contract. That has been his worst ability, is availability. Number two, Shannon Sharpe said, when you get your butt on that field, I don't want to hear you're injured. What did y'all hear me say? What did y'all hear me say? Trayvon Diggs should not hit the field early. Trayvon Diggs should not hit the field until he's 100%. Y'all remember I said that? I said it. Don't come back early because I believe this is his last season for the Cowboys. It's his last season. And I'm telling you this, the Cowboys are going to try to get everything they can out of this dude. I don't think the Cowboys at this point are even necessarily concerned if he's out there with 8 toes. The Cowboys are just going to try to get their money's worth out of him because of the guaranteed years on the contract. This is the last guaranteed year. They ain't got nothing for him from him. They barely got anything from Trayvon Diggs. Barely got anything from him. So your best ability is availability. He's barely been available. When you get on the field, nobody wants to hear you're injured. Because when you say you get on the field, you're saying you're good enough to play. And this is my fear that Trayvon Diggs is out here trying to prove that he's out here trying to prove that his rehab was good and he rehabbed hard and he put in work. Bro, this is your career. Do not do that. It's dumb. It's dumb. If you're not 100%, you do exactly what DeMarcus Lawrence did last year. When DeMarcus Lawrence got hurt, I said it when he got hurt. I said he won't touch the field again for the Cowboys that season, and he didn't. Why play hurt for the Cowboys? Why play hurt when you know doggone well that this is more than likely your last season with the Cowboys? I guarantee you, book it. I'll be shocked if the Cowboys re-sign Diggs. I'll be shocked. And it's not that they're going to re-sign him. I'll be shocked if they continue with his contract. Cowboys save $13 million. There's no more guaranteed money left. Why even risk a holdout? Because he'll have no more guaranteed money. Why risk a holdout or anything? Cowboys are probably they'll probably trade him if they can get him healthy. If not, they'll cut him straight out because either way they're going to get the money. So, again, y'all made some good points this week, Angie and Dominique and the rest of y'all, when y'all was making the joke about these ligament boys. So the Cowboys have went and got Savon Revel Jr. Savon Revel Jr. will be ready in about 2 weeks. Deron Bland should be ready for the Green Bay game, and then we're going to see how things go. I really think Elam has played pretty good. I think Elam has played pretty good. I think he's going to need a little bit more. I think he's going to need a little bit more warming up in the system because I do think the scheme is a part of the problem too. Yep, you're right, Douglas. D-Law's playing good in Seattle so far. I think I saw that too. All right, so let's get to the storylines. We'll get back around to the injuries here in just a moment. So let's get to the storylines. There are some very interesting storylines in here. One of the storylines is Matt Eberflus, of course, is playing his former team. And the thing that I'm kind of tripping on with Matt Eberflus playing his former team, and sometimes I want to take this with a grain of salt. He said he really hadn't thought about going back to play Chicago. I think he's just kind of playing games. I really do. I think he's playing games. I don't think he wants to give Chicago any bulletin board material. So I give him credit. I think he's playing it smart. Brian Schottenheimer said, yeah, man, no big deal. We ain't looking at this game, any different than any other one. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Matt Eberflus is playing his former team. And I guarantee you he circled this on the doggone calendar. It's a revenge game in a sense because we know that the Chicago Bears, they made history with Matt Eberflus. I mean, Matt Eberflus was so bad they didn't even let him finish the season out. Fired his butt last year. Also, the return of Jack Sanborn. I'm expecting a very good game out of Sanborn today. I'm expecting a very good game out of Sanborn because, man, let me tell you something. Chicago loves Sanborn. I was reading a lot of what the fans and those content creators were saying in the videos and some of the beat writers. Man, they were furious that the Chicago Bears didn't put a tender on Sanborn. I think Sanborn's going to be a very good linebacker. He needs a little bit more work, but I still say a part of this is the scheme. A part of this is the scheme. It's revenge against Ben Johnson. I didn't think about this at first, but Ben Johnson. Do y'all know Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson ran the score up on the Cowboys last year, 47-9. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson ran up the score on the Cowboys. He was gloating. This dude brought out the whole playbook on the Dallas Cowboys last year. I mean, he brought his whole playbook out. This is a revenge game for the Dallas Cowboys. Not just Matt Eberflus, the Dallas Cowboys. This dude here, boy, he ran the score. Great storyline in this game. Also in this game, great storyline, Jadeveon Clowney. I think the Cowboys are trying to, I think they're trying to, I don't know. I think they're just trying to play poker here and say they don't know if he's going to play. No, I think Jadeveon Clowney's playing. I think Jadeveon Clowney is playing today. And if he plays today, he'll be a big deal. It'll be a big deal. All right, let me read a couple more things here. Devin Mills, let me see what you said here. He said, I'm speaking my opinion, but Diggs started messing around with Parsons and started talking crap about injuries and contracts. And then when they traded Parsons, Diggs has started locking in. Oh, yeah. You said he locked in after they traded Parsons. That's probably accurate. I think that's accurate. I think he did. I think he did started locking in. But as I mentioned, Devin Mills, I said it. Don't come back 90%. Don't come back 99%. Don't hit that field until you're 100% because nobody wants to hear you're injured once you hit the field. Nobody want to hear it. Nobody want to hear it. Because if you know what? If you hit that field injured, every opposing team, they're not going to feel sorry for you. They're going after you, as a matter of fact. They're going to go after you. Don't hit that field until you're 100% healthy. Don't do it. And so we'll see what's going on with him. You know, it may, because if I'm not mistaken, it's not even the same knee per se. He had the bone thing on. I'm not for sure on it. But I'll look at it as we get over there to the injury thing. But, boy, I'm just saying Matt Eberflus is playing, man. Matt Eberflus is not playing with the same kind of deck. He's not playing with the same kind of deck that Brian Schottenheimer's playing with, even though we're missing Cooper Beebe. But I think Hoffman is going to be a dog. But, again, these are the storylines. And for me, I understand what Brian is saying. I don't understand how you take this incentive out of the game, though. This is Matt Eberflus's ex-team. I understand what kind of man Eberflus is. I can tell what kind of man he is. You know, he seems to be very convicted, Christian conviction. He just tries to look at things, the bright side of things, and he thanks God for the opportunities and things of that nature. But, man, come on. You got to feel a certain type of way. This, for me, this has got to be bulletin board stuff on the inside, even if we're not telling the news. I mean, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling my team, hey, bro, we getting this one. And if I didn't say it this entire week, I'm going to say it right before the game. I'm telling my team, we're getting this one for Eberflus today. At least that's what I would be doing. We're getting this for Eberflus. But looking at the injury report, the Cowboys, of course, Deron Bland is out. Trayvon Diggs has a knee issue. Think he might be out. Of course, we know Cooper Beebe is out. Tyler Guyton had an issue this week, hit the injury report, but it looks like he's playing. Kevontae Turpin had a little bit of a scare last week. Looks like he's playing too. The Chicago Bears got some major injuries going on. They got Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson, and Johnson. I think I might have got an extra name. I got this from their website. I'm not sure if these names are right here, but they have two major injuries, and one of them is their superstar cornerback. Their superstar cornerback. That is a big deal for them. That is a very big deal for them. Now, I do believe that Dak Prescott is going to be able to attack these cornerbacks. But the Dallas Cowboys better be very careful. They got to be very careful because Sweat is on the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears got a couple of defensive linemen that can actually play. The Cowboys got to be real careful and not let Dak Prescott drop back 35, 40 times today. If anything, the Dallas Cowboys should actually be aiming for in this game, how about we let Javonte Williams get 20 carries? How about we let Javonte Williams get 20 carries? And then if Miles Sanders is going to be the other running back, how about we let him get maybe 10? How about we have a 30 carry game today? Establish the run. Get them playing the run. And then those throws to George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Jake Ferguson, they'll be there all day long. Because I really do think one of the things the Cowboys need to do in this game is the Cowboys really need to focus on having some longer drives. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can hit this team with big plays. But I really do think that if you want to help your defense out, you need to really, if you really want to help your defense out, you have really got to keep them off the field. How about keep them off the field? That's the best way to help your defense. Keep them off the field. Long drives. Keep them off the field. Robert Simmons, good morning. What's going on? Robert M31. What's going on with you? He said we also remember him saying he wasn't interested in the head coaching job at Dallas. Boy, yeah. Shoot. Didn't even want the interview. Man, Douglas Harrison, they were clowning. They were clowning so hard. I remember this game. They threw a touchdown to an offensive lineman. Didn't even have no reason to do it. Didn't he have no reason to do it? Didn't he have no reason to do it, bro? Man, it's my mom used to say back in the day, just clowning to be clowning. Come on, man. Just clowning to be clowning. Putting up 47 points on the Cowboys. But he's gonna try to do the same thing today. He's going to try to do the same thing today. This man's going to try to put up points on the Cowboys because he's looking at that Cowboy. Just like we're looking at their secondary, he's looking at our secondary. He's looking at our secondary. We looking at his, he looking at ours. Both secondaries are decimated as far as the cornerbacks go. Both of them. Safety play, I don't know. Y'all tell me. The Bears may have better safeties. Ben Johnson is looking at our back end saying, we may be able to do something on them. We may absolutely be able to do something on them. Ben Johnson, I'm telling you, we're going to get to him in a moment, keys to the game. This dude, Ben Johnson, going to bring out everything. Angie said, gee, what is your biggest concern with the Bears team? Mine is Professor X, a.k.a. Ben. Angie, mine too. Ben Johnson is my biggest concern. Just like we're saying Dak ought to have a big day, Ben Johnson is looking at the Cowboys saying, yeah, we ought to have a big day too. Now, hopefully Jadeveon Clowney is going to do something about this. And James Houston getting some more snaps. I'm hoping James Houston getting some more snaps. I want Maurice Leafau to get some more snaps. But I think the Cowboys got to be very careful in this game. Don't run out here thinking, oh, they trash. We can throw all over them. Establish the run. Quality over quantity. Look for high-quality throws. Let this be the Javonte Williams game. Slow it down. Get your big plays, but slow it down. Keep the defense off the field. The less time they're on the field, the better we'll be. The better we eat. Better we'll be. Reese Money, you're right. Our run game should eat this game, even with Brock Hoffman. Shaw said run the ball. Aaron Lopez, I don't know if he's playing. They're probably not going to let us know he's playing until the game starts. We'll see. But I'm hoping he plays today too, because I'm tired of all the running back talk. We got Javonte Williams out here running like one of the best running backs in the league. And, you know, there's running back talk out there. We don't know if we need another running back yet. We got to give Jaden Blue his opportunity. And then once we give Jaden Blue his opportunity, then we can know where we got to go. But I do believe that Jaden Blue, you watch what I tell you. Boy, by the time this dude hit the field, he going to be hungry, man. Still going to be hungry by the time he hit the field. This boy going to get it in. You watch what I tell you. Angie said only let Williams run unless they're going to activate Hunter and Malik Davis. Yeah, I would love for him to see Malik Davis too. But I would like for him to release some speed on him. Jaden Blue. Get Jaden Blue involved in this game, man. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. Mark Davis, appreciate that super chat, my brother. God bless you this morning. Stephen White in this thing. What's going on? Good morning. Recent money. Yes, sir. Eat up the clock. That's where I am. Run the ball. Because they're expecting the Cowboys. They're expecting them to throw. Hit them with the run. Run. Hit them 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards. Hit them. Make them come up. Then you hit them deep. I would love for this to be one of them games, Dak Prescott, 250. Don't even hit 300. 250, 3 tubs. 250, 3 tubs. I'd like to see Javonte Williams, 135 yards. Miles Sanders, maybe 20 yards. 2 tubs for Javonte Williams. Turn it into easy work. Turn it into easy work. But if they mess around and start going tit for tat with the Chicago Bears, let me tell you something. I'm more concerned about Ben Johnson going up against the Cowboys defense than I am Brian Schottenheimer going up against Chicago defense, at least right now. At least right now. Because even though I don't think their defensive tackle play is as good as the Cowboys, Montez Sweat, you're going to have to, man, with Guyton and Steele, you're going to have to watch him. You're going to have to watch him. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. Timmy Terry, he said Diggs trash self-rush back. Timmy Terry, he ain't holding back. He said Diggs trash self-rushing back. No, doggone well, he was not healthy. Not 100% healthy. I don't know what's going on with him. But I'll tell you this, I said, no, don't come back unless you are 100% healthy. Don't come back. Bleeding Blue, he said, good morning. He said, did you know you was up this early? Man, I ain't been asleep yet. You don't have to be up early when you already woke. Shaw, he said, hopefully that creates turnovers for Caleb Williams. Now, Shaw, if the Cowboys can stop Caleb Williams early, if they can stop him early, they're going to blow the doors off of him. He is one of the worst. He's one of the worst second half quarterbacks in the league. You get inside of his head early, ball game. Ball game. You won't even have to worry about it. Ball game. Mark Davis, he said, I'm so happy about this game. I feel like this is going to be we here game. It better be for Matt Eberflus. It just has to be for Matt Eberflus, man. It has to be. Star Guardian X, what's going on? He said, our secondary worries me in this one. Yes, sir. Appreciate that super chat. Let me just tell you something, man. Ben ain't got nothing to lose. Ben ain't got nothing to lose. Robert M. Ben throwing the kitchen sink. I agree. Man, this dude ain't got nothing to lose. Man, Ben Johnson is going to try to do everything in the book to the Cowboys. Brian Worley, good morning. The Cowboys got to play ball control. Keep the defense off the field. That's all you have to do. Keep them off the field. Cowboys need to have in this game somewhere around 40 minutes time possession. 40 minutes time possession. Because I'm telling you, Ben Johnson is going to strike quick. Whenever he gets the ball, I don't think he believes he's going to be able to run on the Cowboys. Not with the defensive line we have. He's going to be trying to strike big chunk plays, and he's going to try to hit quick. Because if I'm looking at this Cowboys tape the same way I looked at it last week, I'm going to follow suit, just like the Giants. I'm going to try to expose your safeties again, along with your cornerbacks. We got Zion Childress out here this week. Zion's a good player. I just don't know if he's ready for this. Jeez. Ask God to bless the defense. Yes, sir. I feel you on that. All right, let's get through the rest of this right here. Got a couple more points to make. But that's the injury report for the Bears. All right.
Yes! Here we go!
Offensive keys for the Cowboys. Offensive keys. Dallas Cowboys. Establish the run. Minimum 25 rushes by the Cowboys. Minimum. This needs to be a Javonte Williams game. Let Javonte Williams grind these boys out and get quality over quantity. Dak Prescott, I would like to see Dak Prescott maybe throwing somewhere around 23 to 27 times. And Dak Prescott, when he does get it, play action, and I mean attack the seams and attack those corners. Next, start fast, offensively and defensively. Defense, can we get some 3 and outs? Defense, can we get some 3 and outs? 3 and outs by the defense. Offense, every time you get the ball, touchdown. Bury them. Bury them early. Cowboys offense needs to bury them early. And the way they're going to do this, get Pickens involved early. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm going deep to George Pickens. I'm drawing pass interferences. I'm throwing jump balls. I'm doing everything. I'm going to bludgeon them. Play action, George Pickens. I'm going to bludgeon them. Also, I got a strange feeling that with Brock Hoffman playing in the middle, I got a strange feeling they may try to do some twists, some stunts, and things like that up the middle on the Cowboys, trying to take advantage of Brock Hoffman. Cowboys, please, make sure you give Brock Hoffman some help. Hunter Lipke in the backfield on passing downs, maybe. Of course, Javonte Williams is one of the best blocking running backs in the league right now as far as blocking for the quarterback. I don't care if you put a tight end back there from time to time. But if you see Brock Hoffman getting beat down, make sure you make an adjustment, get Brock Hoffman some help. Again, long drives. T-O-P. Win the time of possession. Win the time of possession, Cowboys. I understand there's going to be some quick strike opportunities. Time of possession, they got to win it. Dominique Pittman said, yeah, that's what I was talking about off the top, Dominique. Yeah, you hear Diggs is questionable to play today. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we talked about off the rip. Matter of fact, it may be coming up here after we talk about the keys to the game. But again, no turnovers by the Cowboys. They can have no turnovers. Turnovers will only keep Chicago in the game. I hear that there may be a little bit of inclement weather. I don't know what that's looking like so far. But again, ball control, play action, long drives, no turnovers, knock them boys out early. Cowboys need to have about 21 to 28 points in the first half. 21 to 28 points, winning time of possession, limiting the Chicago Bears, limiting them if possible. Basil said he thinks that Caleb going to fall apart. Not in the first quarter, he won't. He's not going to fall apart in the first quarter because if we look at the pattern of the first two games, the scripted plays, he does well on the scripted plays. But after scripted plays are over, he's a mess. He's a mess after them scripted plays. So that's what we got to do. We got to make sure that we knock these boys out the box. I'm telling you, we got to knock them out the box. Church says, I'll hypothesize he said at least one sack for Sam. I hope so. Because Sam got all these snaps last week and didn't produce. Star Guardian, he said, you're right on that, G. He said, if the defense can get just a handful of 3 and outs, this offense will put the game away. Yes, sir. Appreciate that super chat. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Devin Mills, it's a copycat league. So what works one week, the next team will try it the next. No doubt. Do it until they stop it. Bleeding Blue said, I don't think our defense will be as bad as last week, G. Well, I'm going to tell you why I don't think they will be. Or I'm going to tell you why there's a chance that they won't be. Stephen White, you're exactly right. Chicago has amazing receivers. Yeah, on target. He said, we don't have the corners, plus we don't have a rush attack so far, but we have Dak with weapons. Now, we do got to push up the middle. I'm hoping Jadeveon Clowney puts a stop to this today, and I also hope that they allow James Houston to get more snaps. James Houston by far has been the Cowboys' best pass rusher with very, very little snaps. So I'm hoping they get him going this week. But these are our offensive keys for the week. Establish the run. I want to see Javonte Williams, 20-25 carries. Miles Sanders, maybe 10 carries. Start fast on offense. If we get the ball first, score. Defense gets out there first, 3 and out, then we get the ball, score. Long drive. Get Pickens involved early. Bludgeon them with... Pickens is the one I think if they let Pickens loose, they're going to have a hard time with Pickens because how do you stop him deep? How do you stop Pickens deep? So they got to get him involved early. Again, Hoffman help, long drives, time of possession, no turnovers, knock him out early. Ken James, boy, I'm looking so good. I'm looking so forward to seeing you next week. Ken James, you need to be worried about the Cleveland Browns. Well, you don't need to be worried about the Cleveland Browns, but hey, you never know any given Sunday. But let's look at the defensive keys real quick. All right.
Here we go.
So these are the defensive keys. I've already mentioned 3 and outs. The Cowboys defense have got to get some 3 and outs. By hook or crook, 3 and outs. I hope they make this adjustment this week. This team has been so stubborn. Why will they not spy out the quarterbacks? Why will they not assign a linebacker to the quarterback? You have got today. They better sign somebody to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is that quarterback that could literally run for 100 yards on the Cowboys. Got to be real careful with Caleb Williams. He's a very good runner. Very good runner. The Cowboys need to spy Caleb Williams. Keep him in check. My fear is they're going to actually let first and say, let's see what Jadeveon Clowney can do with him if Jadeveon Clowney plays. So I think they may try that. But I hope they are not stubborn today. They must spy Caleb Williams. Number 3, this team said it was going to be one of the top turnover teams in the league this year. Well, we hadn't seen it. We haven't seen it. This needs to be a turnover game. Get some turnovers. Get some turnovers. And the way you're going to get those turnovers, manufacture pressure. Manufacture pressure. Matt Eberflus, please stop being stubborn. Safety blitz. Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, they're great at it. Safety blitzes. Can you maybe give us somebody in the linebacker? Give us a linebacker blitz. Put Maurice in, linebacker. Not only is he going to spy Caleb Williams, let him blitz the quarterback. Let's not do no cornerback blitzes. Trayvon Diggs botched that against the Eagles. I'm not even sure right now we even want to have anybody from the cornerback position doing anything but trying to be in coverage. But manufacture, send more than 4. Stop this stubborn rush 4, drop 7 when you're not facilitated to do it. You're not facilitated to do it. You're already getting beat. You got beat last week rushing 4, dropping 7. Bro, I would rather get beat rushing 5, dropping 6. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me swinging. Matt Eberflus needs to come out swinging today. Swinging. Blitz. First drive of the game. Blitz the Bears. Put the fear on them of, hey, Caleb Williams is not going to be standing back there all day just doing what he wants to do. No. Get this dude moving. Get him off his mark. Get him off his mark. Get this dude going. All right. Manufacture pressure. Next, blitz throughout the game. I've already alluded to that. Blitz throughout the game and adjust early. We've watched 2 games that for whatever reason, Matt Eberflus didn't adjust until it got to serious crunch time. We saw him with the Eagles. He didn't get serious until after the rain delay. We saw him with the Giants. He didn't get serious until the last drive of the game to get us to overtime and then in the overtime. No, we need to see that early, bro. We need to see that early. If the Bears come out and score 7 points in the first quarter, okay, what do we got to do to stop that the next time? What do we have to do to stop that the next time? We got to get it going early, guys. Got to get it going early. Let me read some comments, then I'm gonna go to the defensive keys. Darren Posey, good morning. He said we're famous for making these these YN quarterbacks look like Super Bowl caliber players. Yes, sir. We can't do it today because I'm telling you, Caleb Williams is immensely talented. He's just not stable. That's his problem. He's not stable. He's either deadly accurate or deadly inaccurate. There's no in between with Caleb Williams. So you got to get in his head early. And the way you got to get in his head early, you got to get him on the ground. You got to get after him. You got to chase him. You got to really rattle this dude. You have to really rattle this dude. Dominic Pippen said, Caleb too sassy. This man, Dominic Pippen said this man is too sassy. Boy. Yeah, Mr. Mojo. I don't even think it's a trap game. No, I don't even think it's a trap game. Bro, this is a game you better come out here and play. This team is way more talented than what the record shows. You better come your butt out here and play. Shoot, Chicago, hey, they got some weapons. They have some weapons. Now, when you think about the Detroit Lions, I think our offense is on par, even better than the Detroit Lions. I think what the Detroit Lions really put the kibosh on Chicago is their defense. It was their defense of where they really put the kibosh on them. Douglas said Sam Williams and boy, he called Dante Fowler. Bill Carton Fowler. Boy, he got me rolling up here this morning. Man, I'm telling you, I hope Jadeveon Clowney gets after today. I hope the Cowboys turn him loose. I would love to see Jadeveon Clowney and James Houston on the field at the same time. And he said we need to put some pressure and get home on that nail polish quarterback. Ooh. Boy, y'all killing me this morning. David Mills said it was supposed to be Sam shit regardless if Parson was there or not, because he wants that bag. If he doesn't show out this year, yes, sir. I agree. All right, so that's the defensive keys. Let's get to the special team keys. There's not a lot to it. Brandon Aubrey. Let me tell you what my wish is for Brandon Aubrey this week. Extra points only. Extra points only for Brandon Aubrey. That's all I want. Extra points. All I want is extra points. Hopefully we can get some kickoff returns, get better field position this week. Of course, we got Brandon Aubrey, goes without saying. Turpin, of course, run the ball out of the end zone. See if he can get us some field position. Because I'm telling this man, we need to score on this team every chance we get, and we definitely need to put the knockout blow on these boys early. Oh yeah, Church, I forgot about Nealon. Yeah, Nealon too. Edward Frazier said I'd blitz. Me too. Darren Posey says Slam hasn't slammed no one yet. Nope. I hope he does today. We got to, man, Cowboys defense got to do whatever they can. They got to do whatever they can, man. And one of the things I think that will help them is being more aggressive. We got an offense that can score. They're going to have to take some chances today. They're absolutely going to have to take some chances. So let me give you my final thoughts. Last 11 minutes here. Let me give you my final thoughts. Week 3. Angie, this is what we were talking about. Let me make sure. I think I might have missed the injury report. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, I did mention about Trayvon Diggs with his knee. Okay, got that in. All right. So let me give you my my final thoughts as we get ready to close. Final thoughts. Ben Johnson will be creative today. Ben Johnson is going to be creative. Get ready. Ben Johnson is going to try to bring out every stop today. Brian Worley, I'm with you. Man, blitz every down. Yeah, got to do it. Derek Posey said he gonna pay his nails halftime. Nah, bro. He already got them things done. I promise you. I probably. Oh man, Edge, I ain't gonna even read this. I'll let people read it. I'll let people read it. Dustin Roberts said, "What color Caleb Dales will be this game?" Man, hey, Beatrice Adams, what's going on with you? Good to see you. All right, so these are my thoughts. Ben Johnson will be creative. If y'all thought Brian Daboll was creative last week, you ain't seen nothing yet. That boy Ben Johnson coming out the woodworks on the Cowboys. He's got a very good receiving core over there. They can't run the ball. They got a very good receiving core. I also think the Bears are going to attack Brock Hoffman. I'm not going to be surprised and stunts and twists trying to get to the middle of the field, trying to attack Brock Hoffman. Caleb Williams may be dangerous running the ball if the Cowboys be stupid and don't spy him. If they don't spy him, I'm telling you, Caleb Williams is going to be dangerous running the ball. Caleb Williams will easily have 5 or 6 first downs and some long runs today if the Cowboys don't spy this dude out. I'm telling you, as much as he paints his nails, he's a very athletic kid, man. He's a very athletic kid. The Cowboys going to have to be on him. They're going to have to be on him. Ben Johnson will try and run up the score. I'm telling you, man, Ben Johnson going for broke today. Ben Johnson going for broke. I promise you he's going for broke today. He's going to try to hit big chunk plays on the Cowboys. Y'all watch what I tell you. If the Cowboys try to back up Donovan Wilson, Ben Johnson's going to eat the middle of the field. You watch what I tell you. If they try to back up Donovan Wilson, he's going to try to eat the middle of the field. If they bring up Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker, he's going to hit him the same way with those seam routes. And man, this dude, Adunze, man, there's rumors out there they're going to trade more because Adunze has emerged as the number 1 receiver. Not to mention, Luther Burden III is out there too. We'll see if he has a coming out game today. But I can tell you this, Ben Johnson's going to try to do the same thing to the Cowboys he did last year. He's going to try to run up the score. Next, I believe if Jadeveon Clowney plays, Jadeveon Clowney is going to be immediately effective. Immediately. Book it. Immediately effective. He'll be chasing Caleb Williams all over the place today. Next and last, Eberflus. Guys, I believe Eberflus is going to go in his bag today. I believe Eberflus is going to go in his bag today. I do. I think he's going in his bag. I think he will be blitzing. I think he is going to do some spying. I think he is going to send more than 4. I believe this man is going to get in his bag today. This dude, man, you tell me anything you want to. He can't tell me he don't feel some type of way about Chicago firing him. I believe Eberflus is going to go in his bag. Shotty going to be in his bag too. You watch what I tell you. Shotty going to be in his bag too. It won't shock me if the Cowboys score 40 points on the Bears. Shotty wants this game for Eberflus. Eberflus says he's not petty, but I believe that Brian Schottenheimer is petty. Brian Schottenheimer is going to try to get this game today. Yeah, I think he's going to go for broke too. I do. I think he's going to go for broke. I think Eberflus is going to be in his bag. I think we're going to see way more blitzes than we've seen the last 2 games. I think we're going to see a whole lot of different looks today because Eberflus wants this game and they're going to be getting ready for the Green Bay Packers. And then also too, last but not least, I think it's going to be another big day for Dak Prescott. Another big day for Rain Dakota Prescott. My prediction for the score. If Matt Eberflus does what he's supposed to do, Brock Hoffman holds up and Dak has a good day, Javonte Williams running, controlling the clock, I believe the score for this game will be 38-17 minimum. 38-17 minimum. Now, last year, I'm going back to doing what I was doing last year. I'm going to give you 2 possible outcomes every single game going forward. My last outcome is the Cowboys could absolutely get beat. If the Cowboys allow this game to be close, I could see the Cowboys losing 27-31 if Matt Eberflus can't stop Ben Johnson. If Matt Eberflus can't stop Ben Johnson, boy, we're going to be in for a long day. On the road, I could see it happening 31-27, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I do think it's going to be 38-17. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Cowboys hit the 40 mark if they're executing the way that I think they should today. So that's kind of where I am. Let me read y'all's predictions before we get up out of here. 7:45, we're going to be out. All right. Church, he said 38-17. Yeah. Mr. Mojo said, yeah, we better be ready to play because Chicago will be ready. Yeah. Stephen White, 34-17. Yeah, you got to be rolling this morning, Angie, as always. Caleb. Robert said Caleb might not be Russ, but Dallas can't afford to disrespect that. He was a first-round pick. Robert, he's a way more dangerous runner. Way more dangerous runner. The Lunatic, he said rush lane integrity forced Caleb into mistakes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Lunatic, no doubt. We got a better run game than Chicago, and we got Dak playing great. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Dominique Pittman said, get the ball out quickly. Yeah. Darren Posey said, man, Brian. He said Brian Gumball pulled out his kitchen sink. Yeah, he is. You right, boy. He gonna pull out his kitchen sink. He is. Superstar status. What up? Good morning. He said, God's favorite team can't go to Chicago playing around with the church's money today. He said we have to score early and often while running enough to protect our defense. Big facts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bleeding blue. Me too, boy. DeMario Overshawn come back. This thing gonna be different. The Lunatic said Ben Johnson's not on the hot seat, but he wants to show out for America's Game of the Week. Boy, you better believe it, the Lunatic. You better believe it. You better believe it, boy. David Mills said we must always remember, especially when it comes to lower body injuries, the opposite of the injury always gives problems. And that's what I was thinking about with Trayvon Diggs. Overcompensation. Overcompensation. And as a matter of fact, we saw it in training camp. I was saying it when I was watching the tape and people were disagreeing. And I said, nah, bro. When you saw him come down off jumps and different things like that, it didn't look right. You're right. Because of the work they put in injury, it never fails. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah. O.S. Tyler, he said, let's get them boys. Yeah, we better win this thing. We better win this thing today. The Lunatic said Clowney going to play 10 to 15 snaps and take them from Sam and give more to Houston. Absolute facts. That's exactly where I am too. Superstar status, yeah, I forgot to mention Nealon. Nealon is very good in the run game. Very good in the run game. But I'll tell you this. Let me tell you who been balling. This dude, Solomon Thomas. Whoo! Balling. The Lunatic said 1.5 point spread with Vegas. That means they think the Cowboys going to win it. The Lunatic said against Chicago, if we win the coin flip, take the ball and score first. The Lunatic, I said the same thing yesterday. I said the same thing yesterday. Well, maybe that was Friday. I said the same thing Friday. My days are running together. Friday. Superstar said the same thing too about Fowler. I think Fowler is the reason why they went and got Clowney. The Cowboys actually thought they were going to be that he was going to be able to be better. He ain't been better. Dominique Pittman, he said 31-20. O.S. Tyler said 31-20. Dez said 24-34 Bears. The Lunatic said 28-13 Chicago, Cowboys. Devin Mills said the boys by 21. Star Guardian said 30-21 Kobe. 41-27 Cowboys. Lorenzo Lee, 42-10 Cowboys. Let's get a few more in. Brian Worley, 40-10 Cowboys. Superstar status, 34-24, 38-28. He said either way it's by 10. Wicked, what's going on with you, man? Good to see you. Man, I heard that movie was terrible, but I still want to see it. Still want to see it. Angie, they say it's supposed to be a little wet out there, so we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, it is 7:45. Prayers up for Dak Prescott health. Make sure Dak Prescott stays healthy. Make sure there's no serious injuries today. And again, a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. That's my prayer for today. Appreciate y'all rocking with me this morning. Go out there and praise the Lord. Be thankful for your life today. You didn't have to wake up this morning, but you did. Go out there and praise the Lord, and then let's watch some football. I'll see y'all after the game, and I'll see y'all later on tonight on Cowboys After Dark. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys where we talk facts. Peace.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him.